Hey everyone, welcome back. This is the final video in the series where I walk through my custom ComfyUI workflow pack. If you haven't downloaded it yet, check the description for a link to my Gumroad page. I know these videos haven't gone very deep into every node and setting, but if you have specific questions, feel free to drop them in the comments or hop into the Discord. If there's enough confusion, I might put together a video with answers to common questions and add it to the end of this playlist. So today we're talking about the XY plot graph workflows. These workflows are basically identical to the basic image generation workflows, but with one addition, the XY plot graph node. If you're just now finding this video, I highly recommend going back and watching the basic image generation video first. That one explains the core layout and structure that all these workflows are built on. XY plotting lets you choose a parameter and then iterate through multiple variations to see how each one affects the output. It'll generate a grid of images and you'll get a visual graph that shows how different settings influence the result. It's very useful for testing or batch generating with small changes to the settings. At first glance, this might look a little intimidating, but once you understand it, it's actually pretty simple. Instead of using the actual nodes to select parameters, you'll enter them directly into the advanced XY plot graph node. Let's walk through it step by step. When you look at the XY plot node, you'll see a text editor style interface where you define your plot lines. Click on a line and a small menu will pop up. This is where you add plot lines for each parameter you want to test. The first line is the label display option. I usually pick title and value, which shows both the setting and the value in the graph. The next line follows the format node ID, parameter, and value. So for example, if you're changing the prompt, you'll need the node ID, the parameter, and your new value. If you're not sure which node ID to use, especially when there are multiple nodes of the same type, there's a built-in tool for that. Click on the node map icon. It'll show you all nodes and their IDs. You can then double-click to jump straight to that node in the graph. Let me show you an example of setting this up. Let's say we want to test 3 different prompts across 3 columns and change the sampler on the rows. Here's how we'd set that up. First, clear any existing plot lines so you're starting fresh. Choose title and value for the label style. Use the node map to find the correct clip text encode node for your prompts. Add your first prompt line. Now use the Add Plot Line option for the second column. It'll auto-increment the label number for you. Repeat for your third column, or just copy and paste the previous line and update the prompt text and set the label number. Now let's set up the rows. Select a label style again. This time find the sampler node and set the sampler name parameter. Add a line for each sampler you want to test. Once your plot lines are in place, just run the workflow. You'll get a graph of all the outputs, and the individual image will also be saved separately. I personally haven't used the z-axis plotting, and I'm not sure how that works. You can use XY plotting for more than just testing. It's great for generating batches of images with different prompts, styles, LoRa's, or settings. If you plan to use ControlNet or IP adapter with your plots, make sure to enable them first. That about wraps it up for the XY plot workflows, and for the whole video series. These workflows can seem a little advanced at first, but once you get used to them, they're incredibly powerful for both experimentation and production work. If you've got any questions, leave a comment or come join the Discord. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.